What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Guys, there are a lot of men out there who are in the world trying to date who undervalue themselves. And this is so true. And sometimes I got to pinch myself. You know, when you see a very beautiful woman and you're trying to talk to her, you're trying to get her attention and things like that. And then you look at their Instagram posts, you look at their WhatsApp statuses and the entitlement. A lot of guys can get so besides themselves and feel bad for, you know, where they're not in life. You know, like you don't have this right now. You don't have the cars. You don't have the money. You don't have the investment. But I want you guys to remember Bobby Blue Bland, the old blues singer who had a song that said further on up the road. And that is so important for a lot of men today because men have a different progression than most women do. All right. Now, with that being said, you're going to have a lot of women who are causing problems, going around talking about how you need to have this and that in order for them to be with them. And I'm going to play a good example of that with Tommy Lee. All right. Tommy Lee, who is a single mom, been in jail almost every year for many years. This is what she has to say about dating somebody like her.
50-50 what Glow saying and 50-50 what Tommy saying. You don't need a girlfriend if you can't provide for her because like me don't need you. And I pay my own, don't need you. So don't come over here lacking and then get your feelings hurt when I'm looking at you crazy like what are you adding to my life? All for the life partner. All for the, you know what I'm saying? Y'all from the ground up making it together. But some people address certain women that's out of their caliber and knowing that they have nothing to offer her mentally, emotionally, or just in general, financially. Like, stay out them people way, man. Go on and find yourself.
So you heard what she had to say. Now, I know what you guys want to know about, right? What does this have to do with Azealia Banks? Because let me talk to you about this, okay? Azealia Banks is another person always dramatic causing problems for male celebrities. Always. Always. Always in the midst of causing problems for Dave Chappelle, for the industry, calling people broke, calling people dusty. Whatever she can do to cause problems, she's doing it. But what do you know? Azealia Banks herself is being evicted from her Miami home. Don't believe it? There you are right there. Let's look at the complaint for eviction. Plaintiffs by and through the undersigned attorney sue defendant Azealia Banks and any unknown tenants as the defendant and alleges this is an eviction action to evict defendant, a tenant from the real property in Miami-Dade County, Florida. Plaintiffs are the landlords and own the following described real property in Miami-Dade County, Florida. The address is blurred. Okay. Anyways, you can't afford it. You're broke. All right. Broke. And not only that, the landlord said that Azealia and another Latina woman tried to shoot him in the face with the fire hose. Now, I kind of want to go back to Alpha Male Strategies has a video 3 years ago. I think it's important because it puts things into perspective. Why you should never date broke women. It's a Manosphere classic, in my honest opinion, all right? I want to play just the first few minutes of the video, and then we'll tie up everything and what we're talking about today.
Had a patron supporter that wanted to know why I say don't put in your rotation. All right, you can, but don't put them in your rotation. All right, guys. So let me say this first and foremost, guys. The biggest reason why is, guys, you don't want to develop this reputation as a sugar daddy or a guy who gives women money. All of us, every one of you guys watching this right now, watching this video right now, know at least one guy or know a girl that simply don't dudes who can't give her money. We all know those type. I have female family members that I know if you couldn't get them some dollars, they wouldn't with you. I didn't say have your shit together. That don't mean shit to them. I'm talking about give them funds. All right? The women I now, they probably want me to have my shit together, but I don't have to get them anything. And they want me to have my shit together because they got their shit together, and so they want somebody on the same level as them, which is, in my opinion, like I told you guys before, I think that shit makes them sane, to be quite honest with you. I think you got to be a crazy-ass woman to make 150 grand a year and will deal with a dude who ain't even working, or a guy who make 20 grand a year. I'm just being with you. If I'm a female and I'm attractive, I will, being realistic, and I'm not, like I told you guys, I ain't over here to kiss y'all ass or nobody else ass. I just tell it the way it is. If I'm a 9 or a 10 female and I make 100 grand a year and I'm a lawyer or a school principal or something, and I'm bad, what the I look like being with a dude who make 20 grand a year? You got to be out your mind. Now, of course, you know, there is a guy that if he got the game and she just find him very attractive, but that's rare. The typical female is gonna want a guy that's at least on her level. You ain't gotta be a multi-millionaire, but she's gonna at least want a guy that's on par with her. All right, guys. So, but you know, like I said, guys, you don't want to develop that reputation as a guy who gives women money. As the old saying goes, guys, people know who to and women know who to ask for money. All right, guys. So what you'll end up being is end up being one of these guys that is common practice that women know you give other women.
So what's the reason why I love this video? Let me explain. Because if you are a woman and you are attractive, even if you're not considered, the most attractive lady, the fact that you actually have achieved a certain level in life and you actually have maintained that, it makes sense to want somebody like you. Here's what I found. Too many guys out there who actually have assets like cash, right? And we got to understand, you have men who typically invest more in assets than women do. That means men are more likely to invest in real estate, especially in the black community. More men are more likely to invest in stocks than women in comparisons to a black woman. Men typically do those kind of things more or less than women do. All right. But what's happening is you have women out here who are going around saying or causing problems for a man. If you don't have this, don't talk to me. If you don't have this, don't talk to me. I know I'm worth this, I'm worth that. And then you find out that they don't even have anything, that they are broke. And here you have so many young black men and older black men trying to do anything to get money just to be in the same vicinity as these ladies who, in some cases, don't even have anything for themselves. Let me talk about what I honestly feel. The women who really have money, who are really doing well, I'm just going to be real. They are some of the most nicest, I'm talking about at the fundamental level, nicest women you ever want to come across. The women who actually have stuff. The women who are actually talented. Nice. Beautiful acting. Nice people. Wonderful women. Humble. I see it in the black community all the time, especially the ones that are educated doctors, lawyers, business owners. They're the best people to be around. They actually give you the most stuff. I'm talking about as far as relationships and things like that. Typically, these women are going to be givers, right? The women, though, that typically have a lot of debt, talking about what a man needs to do for them, check the credit score. You'll find out that so many of them are actually fake rich. you'll find out that so many of them don't have anything, don't have any assets. And they're always on their way out the door being broke. Usually the ones that cause a lot of problems for men, the ones that if you get with them, your quality of life goes down. Yeah, like Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks, wherever she goes, she has problems fundamentally. People don't like her. And if you get into a relationship with her, what is she going to do for you? The same thing she's been doing for herself, which is destroying everything that she comes across. And this is not me being mean. Everybody knows about Azealia Banks. It's obvious. And this is why guys need to just sometimes, you know what? Make sure that you have your stuff. And typically, you do have more stuff. I don't care how broke you think you are. Usually you have more infrastructure than the average chick that you're trying to, come across. Usually. And even if they do have it, they're typically going to be wasteful with it. Not all of them, but it happens, especially in the urban communities, because that's why black people don't have wealth. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.